your life kind of parallels the character you play on television, doesn't it? Except for going to jail.
Yeah, no, I've never been to jail, and I don't even have a sister to drive crazy, you know, but, yeah, a lot of times, like, I got married on the soaps about the time that I got married in real life. I got divorced about the same time, and I kind of grew up the same time my character on One Life to Live grew up. But then I got married then, but then I went to another show, Young and Restless, and got divorced. You got married on one show and you got a divorce on another? Yeah. In real life and on the shows.
Phew.
It gets confusing, Merv.
It really does. You were married to the country singer that I know,
yes,
Wayne Massey.
Wayne Massey,
sure,
yes.
That's right.
Yes.
Well, and you didn't live down in that part of the world?
I did for a little while. I was a housewife for a little bit. Mm-hmm. And I lived down in Nashville, which I loved. There's just not a whole lot of work for actresses down there.
Right.
And
that drove you crazy?
I kind of like to work. You know, as much work as comes my way is
what about around the house?
That is the hardest job in the world.
Is it?
I swear, I have more respect for housewives than anybody. That is hard work.
So you got out of that job in a hurry,
I was so bad at it.
Could you cook?
Yeah. Yeah, better than I clean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But Wayne was on the road a lot.
Wayne was on the road a lot. I went on the road, you know, me and my dogs, and, you know, stuff like that. But unfortunately, it didn't work out. But
did you give it a good chance?
I sure did. That's one thing I can say. I gave it my all, you know, try to make it work. But sometimes they don't.
No. What about the fans on that show? Are they pretty outrageous where your character is concerned?
Well, I find that, you know, I don't get a lot of hate mail or anything like that that usually bad people like myself do get. Strange things. Like I had a lady cut off my hair. My hair used to be down, you know, past my rear end, to put it delicately. And a bunch of teenage girls came up to ask me for my autograph, and one of them snuck behind and cut off, like this much hair.
And can we hear the actual words that you spoke to that young lady?
No, you can't, Merv. I was not real pleased, to put it mildly. But, well, I was scared, because if she could do that, she could just as easily have done worse things with the scissors.
Right.
You know, which kind of makes you nervous. I mean, I can grow a lot of hair, you know.
But the fans of the soaps really love your kind of character.
Yes, they do.
Rather than the goody-goodies.
Oh, yes, I was good on Young and Restless, and it's a lot more fun being bad.
Yeah.
I suppose in real life, too. I don't know.
No more marriage in the future, then, I take it.
For me or for Tina?
For you.
Not in the near future, no. I think I'll wait a little bit. I'm kind of enjoying being single. Besides, it gives me more time to work. You know, I'm working on a charity. I'm the chairperson for retinitis pigmentosa this year, and looking at other film scripts and things. And right now, I'm very work-centered.
But nobody at home there waiting for Andrea?
Well, there is a guy, yeah, but he's here in L.A. and I'm in New York.
Are we in New York? I haven't looked out the window in a couple of days.
Right now. I mean, it's kind of a long distance type.
And you have little pets?
I have two little other TV stars now.
Are they?
Yeah, they were on One Life to Live, and they were in People magazine with me in the bubble bath.
They travel everywhere with you?
Pretty much so. They're not here this visit. You know, they're getting ready for another appearance. You know, they're on a diet. You know,
and who takes care of those when you're?
I have a dog walker maid, Ed. He'll love that I mentioned him. Hi, Ed.
You have a male maid?
Yes. A male maid, yes, Ed.
Do they call maids? I know Tony Danza plays one.
I know, it's just like the TV show, but he's wonderful.
They don't call a man a maid, do they? No, a valet. Doesn't that press your suit?
Housekeeper.
Houseman.
Houseman.
Houseman, better. Yeah.
Yes.
Have a male maid.
I take so much abuse over it.
I'll bet you do. Well, it's delightful to meet you, Andrea.
Oh, I'm so happy
You're awfully
to be here.
good on television, in particular on One Life to Live there. Daily at 1 o'clock on ABC. Andrea Evans. Thank you, Andrea.
Oh, thank you.
Nice to meet you. We'll come back after this message.
Dream gifts when Merv returns.
This next young lady who's coming out here is the very pretty young actress who portrays the mischievous Tina Clayton on ABC's popular show, One Life to Live. I want you to, I hear you all out there, take a peek at this scene from that show, and then Andrea Evans will come out here.
Clint?
Tina.
Couldn't let you fall asleep down here. You look so lonely and forlorn. I know what that's like. I've been lonely, too. fact, sometimes I still am.
You know, all this time, I never knew you could be like this. So kind and understanding.
I just think you're the most wonderful man I've ever met.
This house would be unbearable without you.
I want you to take me now, Clint.
Oh, Tina.
My word. That's going on in the daytime. Here's Andrea Evans. That's going on at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
I know, love in the afternoon. What can I say, Merv? It's a heck of a way to make a living, but you know.
And who's your clothes designer?
My clothes designer,
Yeah.
his name is Lee Austin. He provides all the clothing there, what little there is in
What little
some
there
scenes.
You are kind of famous for that in daytime television.
Yeah, I guess I am. I take showers and bubble baths and things, but America knows I'm clean, you know,
Right.
so.
Aren't you the one who had the famous love scene in the meat locker?
Yes, that's me.
With the bartender or something?
Yeah, I seduced a bartender in a meat freezer.
And that's all going on instead of
That is
game
all
shows.
going on, yeah, instead of all those game shows. I
My.
tell you, it's mighty cold in that meat freezer, Merv.
She gets herself in all kinds of scrapes, doesn't she,
I
Tina?
do. Terrible problems,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I just got, well, I was in jail. You know, I was...
We're talking about the character.
Yeah, not me, not
On
me.
One Life to Live.
Yeah, I was accused of murdering somebody, but really my fiancé murdered him, and then he left town, and I got stuck with the rap. But I got cleared at the last moment.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, but we drove my sister crazy in the meantime, and now she's stuck in another personality, but I like her second personality better.
Better than the...
Yeah, and now I'm going after her husband, which is the one you saw in the clip.
Aha. And that was all just this afternoon.
Yeah, that was... I
on
did
the
that
show.
yesterday.
Wait a little more. All of that probably took 6 months to let out, didn't it?
Well, actually, about 3 months.
Did it? That's
get in a
probably
lot
the
of trouble.
key to all of those shows. They just let a little bit out
That's right.
at a time,
A
don't
little
they?
bit out of that way you keep watching. Yeah, it keeps it more exciting.
We'll come right back after this word from your local station.